Alright, chat. It's time for another exciting journey. And by exciting, I mean nice and calm. Sure is from a previous version. Wow, you're gonna migrate it? Cool. Usually you just destroy it. Alright, chat. Well, you know the drill. Let's take a look. Okay. So we're looking for wallpaper. What is this? 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 84. 84, 84, 91, 98, 105, 112, 118, 119, and 120. Let's go. Let's go. I know he's here somewhere. He's gotta be here. He's always here. He's always waiting. Sorry this is so infrequent, though. Hope he doesn't wait too long. Although I assume he knows when I'm going live with it, so he's prepared. What the fuck is going on down there? Perfect. Onyx Tile World Chasers give you the next one. Okay. That was when you go down the drum, right? And get grabbed? 4 different ones you gotta get caught by. Okay. I'm pretty sure that that area is connected to the oil drum that I got. Just past the cab down here. I think. Maybe. Onyx Tile World. Okay. 4 chasers. Love this place. Very good. Thank you for the raid, Christian. Man, chat. Do you know how likely it was that today I just booted up Tohomon Platinum again? Alright, here's Gooby. Alright, I've touched the Gooby. Alright. That's 1. And now we find the others. Okay. Maybe the resub as well. Here we go. Let's go back and do it again. Woo! I really liked Tohomon. I've just been on a bit of a Pokemon kick, I guess. But yeah, I was kind of debating just doing it again. But then I would have played essentially played Pokemon for a week straight, and you know, variety is the spice of life, of course. I need to check out the Steam sale now, because if that Steam sale is actually live, then I'm pretty sure I can grab the Yakuza games at a good price. 4, 5, and 6, and maybe 7. Because I don't think the price on the older ones is going to go down anymore. But the price of 7 will probably go down. Okay, so here's the next one. This guy is the... I don't know what he is, but whatever. Okay. There's a bundle that looked pretty cheap. There was a bundle, but it came with Yakuza 3, 4, and 5. So I already had one of the games in there. So I'm unless it's cheaper to buy the 2 in the bundle still, I think it might be cheaper to buy them individually. Because each game was like 20 bucks. The bundle was I think 60-ish. We'll see. I have to look at it. But yeah, I'm interested in getting that. Again, Mystia as well. There was a game I was going to play today, but couldn't because I couldn't get it working. I'll have to figure that out later, but I didn't have a lot of time to do so because Tuesday and Wednesday is a bit awkward for me in that regard because that's when I work. Okay. So I got grabbed by... Okay, there's Gooby. He was right there the whole time. And I got grabbed by the weird dude. So now I need to get grabbed by the Anubis-looking guy, and I assume the Shadow Lady. Thought bottles took into account games you already had. I have no idea, actually. I do not know. Wow, this place sure is cool, huh? I love Onyx tiles. I love Onyx. He is my favorite rock type. This is not true. This is kind of hard to look at. Okay, there we go. Chat, what's your opinion on Onyx? What do you think? On a scale from 1 to 10. Not this way. Okay, there's... That's not the Anubis guy. That's... What the fuck are you doing here? That was a bat. He's too big, though. He's a giant rock snake, dude. Although it makes you wonder how they exist in the wild, because they seem like they destroy things. You know? Scared you when you found him as a child. Scared you? I mean, Onyx... Brock had one. You should have seen Brock's and been like, oh. Onyx felt like a weird Pokemon to encounter, though. Like, you know, Onyx looks like, considering his size, he looks like he should be in evolved form. And he did end up evolving, but there should have been like a baby Onyx. Could punch an Onyx and kill it. What do you mean? Who are you? Who do you think you are? How are you gonna punch an Onyx and kill it? You know how big that thing is? You know what its defense stat is? You ain't doing squat, baby. He ain't even gonna know you're there. Oh, I think it was the last guy. Okay. Alright. He sent me to the same spot as the other one. If you pissed on an Onyx, would it take, like, super effective damage? Probably, right? The Goon Squad. Alright. Next one and we're done. Page 3, chat. We got one more on page 3. So what's that one? Isn't that basically Scald? Now, I understand that when we, you know, when we piss, people like to jokingly refer to it as frying chicken. But I don't think there's any human being in the world who actually pisses, like, you know, high temperatures. Which one's Toy World again? It's the blocks, right? There's a Shadow Lady in the mini area you gotta use invisibility on. Okay. Okay. How do I get to the mini area again? Whee! I found the mini area. Wait, how do I do this? I use the cake, right? Okay. So she's in this room? Where is she? Okay. I mean, I've seen jokes where, like, you know, like Quagsire rolls around in the grass having a good time, and then suddenly, it's, you know, chronically injured. Uh-oh. in the red wall area. Where's that at? How do I get in the red wall? How do that? How do? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay. Well. Give me the huge elixir. I just got even smaller. Well, this wasn't part of the plan. What the hell's in here? The Zodiac Fortress. Haven't I been here before? I'm getting out of here. Okay. Let's try again, shall we? Okay, alright. Looking for the center of the map. Where's the center of the map? Where's it at? Where's it at? Go through the green arc. Here? Why? Cheese? I don't think I should eat the cheese. You want me to go in there? Oh. Okay. Alright. Got it. Azure Lane currently has a... I think it's a... is it their first or second? I think it's their second, actually, collaboration with Senran Kagura, but I can't remember. Excuse me, what? Oh, neat. I don't know, I haven't played in a while now. That was neat. Okay, I'm in the brick maze. So where is the girl? I need to find her. Is she on the map? That didn't help. Yeah, that didn't help at all. Alright, where is she? Before I run off on my own like a jackass, which you know I'm about to. Mini area. So we're in the wrong spot again? Okay, we're in the wrong area. But we got that new vending machine, so that's cool. Okay. Let me go... Let me turn giant again. Go up from here. Okay. I'm coming. I'm just keeping the cake on my head. Oh. And now I must shrink. Okay, solved it. I received a gift. Why? Oh shit, hold on. Hold on. Am I going through that? Or am I going around it? I don't want to go through it. Ho, ho, ho. Ugh. What that dog doing? I saw that dog earlier. He was standing with the rainbow dudes. Hold on. He's in there. I don't know how he beat us here, but he did. Oh, there she is. Oh, I made a friend. But I have to go invisible. I forgot where invisible is. She lost me. Oh, we're playing tic-tac-toe. Hardcore cheater. Huh? What? Triangle? What kind of game you playing? Okay. So I'm stabbing her, yes? I've gone invisible and lost her, but now I guess I stab her? I don't think you can do this. She's running away from me. Sometimes we make mistakes. I touched... Oh. And now she's back to normal. Get caught? Man, I never get caught. I'm too slick for that. Ow. Oh, right. This shit. Okay, well, we're all here now. Somebody should just make the dog on a bike as an you know, just make it a skin. So if you're the dog, you can just go on your bike. That would be great. I would love that. All right, well, I guess now we're at the mercy of this guy. Let's go. The dog. That little creature. I think they're all kind of pissed off at me now. It's a one-handed game. Oh. Crusty world. No, don't you want to see like the dog boa just like sitting on a bike? Where did he just go? Oh right, this one. You interact with it, right? Yeah, and it changes the world. There he is. Yeah. I just want to see dog boa just like completely unchanged, but just on a bike. Now it's pure, right? Pure white? Yep. Found the fox. Oh, the Mario Party world! Wait, what? Where did he go? What? Bro, what the fuck is this pad? It doesn't exist. Just appreciate its rotation. Coffee cup world. Oh, they all spin. Dude, he disappeared again. How the fuck does he keep doing that? You unlocked a new badge. Cool. We've unlocked another new badge. I don't know why, but sure. I think he wants me to drink this as a guy. I just got laughed at. Well, you gotta keep paying into this. Okay. I'm running out of money. I only have 7 more purchases in my wallet. Oh, I got a fairy leaf. Moon juice. Bro, I should have went back. I should have took me to the money shop first. I only got 4 drinks left. Yummy. I got that earlier. I'm broke, dog. Give me back my money. Well, that's that. I'm a broke bitch. I got nothing. Guess we'll have to go get our dog costumes. Now what is he doing? What? What? Bees? They love me. Just a normal bee dude. Oh, I've been here before. What a strange connection that was. I don't even know which one gets us out of here. I found the one that gets us out of here. Yeah, so this music sounds like the mini game, like waiting music in from Mario Party. It's impenetrable. Well, now we're playing a mini game. Good. Ignition on. You just never know where you're gonna get taken, huh? He did it again. Oh, wait, there's a gooey boy here. What? Why are we the only two in here? Did they not all just come through here? Oh, okay. Yeah. Chat, I don't really like teleporters. Oh my god, I'm back in Candy World. I don't like teleporters very much. So whenever a world has them, it makes me dislike the world a little bit. By virtue of being, you know, stuck and confused and not mapping things out. I returned. It's magic. What? What? Oh, there's a bunny there. You can barely see it, but it's there. What? The fuck? Nah, I'm red. That rabbit was coming for me. Oh. Wow, impressive. It didn't take the game with it this time. Hold on. That was crazy. Interesting. Okay, chat, I can't see you right now, but the game still works, so we gotta take that one. We gotta take that one. Where do we go? Which one? You? Oh, okay. Just gotta wait. Screen's frozen on stream. Oh wait. Well, I can't do anything about that because OBS is currently frozen. Normally, when OBS freezes the screen, though, it doesn't actually you don't see it. So Chrome didn't crash. Chrome is fine, but OBS is doing this. That's really weird. But yeah, I can't click anything until it comes back, so I can't fix the capture. Well, I'm currently just standing in a line, waiting, sitting. There's now 3 people sitting. The audio is crusting up. I'm dying, Squirtle. Why is it doing that? How about that weather? I don't know. It's a good question, though. For me, it's been cold, but it wasn't too cold today. Yesterday when I got out of the gym, normally, chat, when I go to the gym, I'm in shorts already, and I'm wearing, like, my coat or sweater. And when I'm done in the gym, I'm like heated, so I usually walk out without putting my coat or sweater on. And I did that yesterday, and I was... It's such a weird feeling, you know? Because it's like, my hair, the tips of my hair is obviously like covered in sweat. But then it's so cold outside that I immediately feel the breeze, but my body is also like very warmed up. So it's like a weird temperature contrast. And it's like, oh, I gotta put my coat on, but I'm all sticky. I don't like being sticky. Alright, chat. OBS decided to come back. You were all okay. Okay, the game works again. And the FPS has hit 30. Perfect. It's like I really wanted to put my coat on because it was cold, but then when I was trying to put it on, I was like, no, take it off because it's warm. And I'm sticky, covered in sweat. Two. The big dippy. Much like the frame rates. Holy shit. Hold on. FPS is locked into 30, and I don't know why. Okay, as long as it works, right? Why are you taking me back here? Scale to multiple, scale to screen size. Like nearest output is blurred to avoid artifacts. I don't care, just do the one that makes the FPS not ass cheeks. Sure. Where'd they go? I cannot drink from this. Wait, it only took 50. Huh? That's disgusting. That thing was definitely alive. Alright, FPS is fine now. Hey, at least it didn't take the game with it this time. Do I touch? I touched. They're having a great time. Oh, look at the little diamond dude. Hey, buddy. I like how happy he is when he walks forward. Uh-oh. I scared him. Okay. Send me back home, please. I've returned from space camp. Star path. neat. These remind me of the Hell Valley Sky Trees. Oh, jeez, what's this? Alright. Oh. Can't afford, no money. No sippy. There can be no sippy. Bunny. Open the gates. A lot of strange shadow folk in here, huh? Oh. End of the line, but it's only the beginning of the line. That door. Oh, it is. A neat building. Yeah, I'm coming. Congregate. Chat. There's an egg down here. Chat, what do you think about Weepin' Bell? What do you think about that one? Is it a yay or a nay Pokemon? No boopy. No boopy. Okay. Okay, what about Gloom? What about Gloom? No new puzzles. Love Gloom? You would. You would. Yeah, there's a lot of Evolution Stone Pokemon in Johto. But getting Evolution Stones in that game is not the most fun I've ever had. Because it's like, you get them from calls from certain, like, NPCs. There's no other way to get them. Which is so weird. Because in Gen 1, you could buy evolution stones in Celadon. You could just do that. Sure, you couldn't buy moonstones. Where are we going? Okay, chat. Here's a question. Which evolution stone has the worst Pokemon tied to it? Which one? It's not water. It's definitely not Dawn. Sun? I don't think so. Because Sun evolves Petalil and Cottony, right? And Whimsicott is a really good Pokemon. Shiny, that's Florges and Togekiss. Togekiss is solid, but it's mostly a gimmick. No, Duskstone evolves Lampent. Duskstone also evolves Doublade, by the way, so it's not Duskstone. I think Aegislash might be the best Stone Evo Pokemon in existence. It's pretty hard to compete against him. It might actually be Thunderstone. Even though Thunderstone barely evolves like anything, Electric, Pikachu, and Eevee. Like, Jolteon's not bad. Jolteon's probably the best of the three, but he's still just, you know, a fast electric type. Electros has a lot of niches to it, but it's not amazing. And Pikachu's so popular that Raichu's actually kind of an endangered species because nobody wants to evolve it. It's a real Pokedex entry. Thunderstone has all the magnet ones now too. Oh, that's Magnezone and Probopass. Okay, Magnezone does a little bit for that, but Probopass actively hurts actually hurts its reputation. But even though Magnezone's kind of a relic of the past, the biggest thing about Magnezone is that yes, it was strong, but it mostly was Drag Mag. Like, it had good matchup against Steel types because it stopped them from switching out. Specifically, Skarmory and Ferrothorn, because it could stop Skarmory and Thunderbolt it and guaranteed kill it because you could Magnet Pull it. And Hidden Power Fire on Ferrothorn, like, you could just trap it and kill it like that. So Magnezone had a really good niche in that, in dealing with certain Steel types. But those Steel types don't exist anymore. And Terrestrialization means you can just not be a Steel type, and you can not deal with Magnet Pull, which is kind of funny. At least they're cool ones. You don't honestly think that Probopass is a cool Pokemon, right? Right? You don't think that, right? Electros was cooler in Gen 5 before it turned into a swimmy eel. When he started swimming in the air like that, it made him look like really stupid. Oh, I missed the message between that. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dawnstone has Frostlass and Gallade. That stone is gender dependent. Gallade is really cool, and Frostlass is really cool. And both of them were pretty solid. Gallade got a Mega, and now Gallade also has a robot form, and that is one of the best Pokemon in current OU. Which, by the way, chat, Gen 9 OU, I talked about it yesterday during Pokemon, but that tier is... That tier is pretty boring. The lower tiers are entertaining because there's a lot more variance in Pokemon, but OU is just kind of annoying because it feels like a lot of the Pokemon in there go against the skill-based idea that competitive Pokemon tries to do. And that is kind of highlighted by the fact that OU has a ban almost every month, and the game has been out for only a year. But it's like not too many of these bans can be really argued because the Pokemon they're banning are really stupid. They're trying their best to make the OU metagame like fun, but there's a suspect test every goddamn month because some of the Pokemon in that tier are outlandishly stupid. Paradox Mons and Legends. Half right. There's not really any legendaries in the tier that are super prominent. Lando is barely an OU Pokemon. Although the top usage, Great Tusk, Iron Moth, and what do you call it? Iron Valiant. Those three are very high usage. So Booster Energy Mons, Gambit's there, Goldengo's there. A lot of Steel and Ground types. No, the good legendaries are in Ubers because they're good legendaries. Urshifu got banned, yeah. The dark one got banned quite a while ago, and the water one got banned. Not like as it hasn't been recent, mind you. But like it's been a bit. But yeah, those Pokemon are very stupid. I think the reason the water one took a while to get banned was because it was considered not as egregious as the dark one. But then rain teams, because Politoed came back. Well, I guess Pelipper was doing it as well, but you know what I mean. That thing with rain support and its signature move was just very silly, and you know, no one wanted to play that. There's actually been talk, apparently, about Darkrai. Because Darkrai is a Pokemon that is definitely not ever used in Ubers anymore. But people are talking about it like, do you think maybe this Pokemon is okay for OU? And there's arguments towards it, and there's arguments against it. An argument towards it being okay for OU is that it can't really do it basically doesn't have an ability. It's a pure dark type. It can't use a signature move. You know, stuff like that. And comparatively to some of the stuff in Gen 9, its stats are like reasonable enough. But then there's also an argument against it that its move pool is like very good coverage, which means that sometimes, depending on the move pool, your counter can just become an auto loss, and it's like you won't know until you basically get hit by it. So the versatility of its kit is too obnoxious to play around. Like you're fighting it with a variant that has Ice Beam, but you using a Pokemon that's good against it, but not if it has Ice Beam. You get hit by Ice Beam. There's no way of knowing until you get hit by it. And of course, Terastallization always becomes a topic as well. So there's arguments for it, there's arguments against it. Honestly, I think it'd be cool to see just how Darkrai actually fares in the metagame. But at the same time, like I said, Gen 9 OU is, ooh, what the frick? Gen 9 OU is a bit of a mess. I completely lost interest in competitive Pokemon in Gen 7. I was very waned in Gen 6 because I did not like Talonflame. And a couple others, of course, but Talonflame really annoyed the shit out of me because I thought Gilwings was an unbelievably stupid ability. But Gen 7 was like, when Gen 7 started, and it was like, here's Tapus and Ultra Beasts and Marowak. It's like, Marowak's cool, but the tier is basically like every team featured at least 2 Ultra Beasts and 2 Tapus, and I was like, that's so stupid. So I didn't like Gen 7 at all. I didn't watch any of Gen 8. I just did not watch Gen 8. I did not care. But I was liking Gen 9 for a while. But yeah, I'm more interested in lower tier stuff now, because lower tier stuff has like Pokemon like Arbok and like Shell Smash Macargo. Shit like that, you know? Like weird, useless Pokemon, but in the tier they can just, you know, they can actually do something because the tier is full of Pokemon like that. That's what makes it fun. They wouldn't even use Dark Void, that's the thing. There's no reason for Darkrai to use Dark Void because Hypnosis can also learn Hypnosis. And Hypnosis is 60 accuracy. It's a very unreliable sleep move, so I don't think they would ever run it. Because like I said, it can learn like Ice Beam. Oh, right. Another argument against Darkrai was that its strongest Dark Stab is Dark Pulse, which is not very strong, all things considered. Can flinch you, of course. 20%. It's always fun. But yeah, we'll see. Right now, I don't think there's gonna be... There might be one more suspect test leading up to the DLC. Because there's basically 3 weeks until it. But at the same time, I feel like OU is not gonna... Whoa. I feel like they're not going to bother with anything because there's going to be a number of changes they do. Oh, it's Orin! Wait, that's Orin! She's missing her second tail. She likes the wolf. Miji and Orin. Yeah, I was saying, unless the, like, I'm pretty sure that's why Sneasler was just a quick ban, because they didn't want to run a suspect test for it, but I don't think there's going to be any more proper suspect tests for OU until the DLC comes out, and then we'll see what happens. I think that, terrestrialization is going to get tested again in light of the new Rainbow one, and then we'll probably see another test of Gambit, and then we will more than I think at some point we will see a test on Goldengo. It is honestly impressive that Goldengo has never had a suspect test yet, because that Pokemon has been prominent in the meta since the game came out. It has always been consistently good, and when you look at how it operates, its ability, its typing, and all this shit, it honestly makes you wonder how this Pokemon gets away with so much. It's so good. I hate that fucking Pokemon though. It's so ugly. Everything gets banned for good reason though. That's the thing. Well, that's freaky. Things get banned for reasons. They're not just banned because someone said they're stupid, they don't want to play it. Like, the way it works, Chad, for those that don't know, because a lot of the people who say this shit don't actually know how it works, is a suspect test. How it works is they go on for about 2 weeks, and you have to qualify for it, which means you essentially play the game, and you have to get to a certain rank, point value, whatever it is, and if you're at the proper threshold of points, meaning that you are a player who wins, you are a good player, a player who wins understands how things work, you are eligible to vote on whether or not you think the Pokemon should stay in the metagame or leave because it is not good for it. So that is what suspect tests are. They are voted on by the percentage of players who attain a certain rank via winning. And most of the time, these players are using the Pokemon in question, because obviously that's the whole point of the suspect test, is to use the Pokemon and see how it is. Experience it from both sides, and then gauge an opinion, because obviously higher rank, higher wins, more matches played. You have more experience with the Pokemon. Imagine if I was allowed to cast a vote on that. Do you think Gliscor should be banned? Well, I don't play the game, but I don't like Gliscor, so yeah, get rid of him. Like, that's not how that works. That's not how that works. A lot of people seem to think that when, like, Smogon bans something, they just like whip out a post that's like, hey, this is not allowed anymore, stop using it. Jellyfishing. 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 It's like a TV scrolling by. I think Gen 9 has received the most suspect tests and bans in OU than any other generation. But the thing is, if you look at the Pokemon that are getting banned, and the reason why people want them banned, it kind of makes sense. Usually the main answer is because the Pokemon is just genuinely very difficult to deal with, to a point where team building is super restricted. Did that just get sealed up? Oh shit, it did. Okay. Okay. Walking down the stairs. Victorian drains. Interesting. I think it's funny that Roaring Moon and Baxcalibur, both of them dropped to UU. Roaring Moon immediately got kicked out. And then it got Knockoff, and then it was Ubers, which is just insanity. Come on, man. Catch. Hold up. You got it. That one move turned that Pokemon into an absolute nightmare to deal with. But before Knockoff, it could drop to UU. But that thing was killing everything in the tier at the start anyway, because Terrafly and Acrobatics. Roaring Moon's a very strong Pokemon. And the thing is, like, there are Paradox Mons that were banned pretty fast for reasons. I think the first ban was Houndstone. That's what it was. The first ban was Houndstone because of Last Respects. And the reason they didn't just ban the move is because Basculegion learned it and they didn't want to ban the move before they saw what that Pokemon did. Anyway, it took a grand total of 5 seconds for people to figure out that a Pokemon that's stronger with adaptability pressing that move is, well, kind of says that the move is really, really stupid. So they banned Houndstone and they banned Last Respects, and surprise, Houndstone is in the lowest tier. It's like the only Pokemon in the game that takes advantage of sand. What's unfortunate is that while that's an easy one for those two, Annihilate is banned in OU. Annihilate is banned in OU 100% because of Rage Fist. And the only reason they won't ban Rage Fist is because Primeape learns it and Primeape isn't broken with it. But like... oh, neat. Annihilate is a fine Pokemon, but the only reason Annihilate is even, like, considerable for that is because of the way Rage Fist works and how stupid it gets so fast. But because Primeape can learn it, it's not the move's fault. So they don't want to ban the move, because because Primeape. Even though Primeape does not exist in like any tier above RU. So Annihilate gets banned from OU because of one move. The whole Pokemon can't play in the tier, which is so stupid. This is nice art. What are we doing here? Now, the thing about Rage Fist is that Annihilate gets stab on it, obviously, but the way it stacks damage is just a bit silly. It starts at 50 base power. Every time Primeape or Annihilate takes damage... Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Every time Primeape or Annihilate take any damage whatsoever, the base power of the move increases by 50. Which means it goes from 50 base power to 100 base power if you take any damage. This means entry hazards, and I believe status as well. And also, this boost accumulates in stacks even if you use Revival Blessing. So on Revival Blessing teams where your Annihilate dies, they keep the damage increases from the moves that KO'd them. So what happens is, with Stab on Annihilate, it's a 75 base power move, and you press it, you hit him once, and now he has a 100 accuracy, 150 base power move. And then you hit him again, and now it's 225. If Annihilate takes damage 2 times, his Shadow Punch is now stronger than Self-Destruct. Or Rage Fist, sorry. Bioluminescent Cavern. So obviously that sounds really stupid, and that's because it is. Another Pokemon that was banned in OU was Esperatha. So what Esperatha did, mostly, not solely, but mostly, because Shed Tail is a very stupid move. It would come in with Shed Tail, because Shed Tail was you lose 50% of your HP, and you switch in with a sub, and you like basically pat and pass a sub. This move got Cyclizar banned, and then people started using Orthworm because those are the only 2 Pokemon that can learn it. And then, surprise, Orthworm, despite being not a very good Pokemon, ended up being used for that alone because the setup potential that came from Shed Tail was absolutely stupid. So they banned the move. So Cyclizar and Orthworm were unbanned, and yay, all is happy. But the way Shed Tail worked was basically Cyclizar would use it. Where did our dog go? He would use it, and you would switch into Esperatha behind a sub. Esperatha has speed boost, so its speed always goes up by 1 stage. Esperatha also runs Calm Mind, so it gets +1 to its... What are you doing? It gets +1 to its special attack and special defense, and it also accrues speed boost, and it also has stored power. So what happens is with stored power is a 20 base power move, but for every stat up you have, it increases by 20. So 1 Calm Mind plus speed boost increases it by 60, making it an 80 base power move. After stab, that's 120 base power, on top of the fact that you're Calm Minding, so your special attack is going up naturally. And then every time your speed boost goes off, you get more base power. So that's basically what the Pokemon did. It would come in with a sub, so it guaranteed get a boost, and then it would be too fast to stop, and then it would just eventually kill you with stored power. And if you threw a dark type out there, well, it also knew Dazzling Gleam, and again, it was really fast, and because it was running, because it was using Calm Mind, well, it was stronger, and it could kill you in 1 hit. And if you thought about Sucker Punching it, well, guess what, bitch? Fairy type is a very popular Terra type. So that Pokemon got banned for being a very degenerate playstyle, because all you would do is come in with a sub and set up and then press a move, and you would accrue so many boosts. And unfortunately, Gen 9 has a lot of stupid shit like that. Some of it seems really cool on paper, but when you know how competitive players work. If something is strong, people will figure it out, and they will use it, and they will show just how strong something actually is. And Shed Tail is no exception. Another popular Pokemon that was using Shed Tail was Dragonite. Dragonite would come in with a sub, and he would set up. And Dragonite also has multi-scale. So you break the sub, and then you hit him, and he has multi-scale. Where did dog go? But, you know, he's probably used Dragon Dance like twice now, and he's got Extreme Speed, Terra Normal, which does a bajillion damage on top of his other moves. Basically, the ability to switch in with a sub was kind of insane, and there's quite a number of Pokemon that... Why did I get a badge for that? There's quite a number of Pokemon that abuse that. Honestly, chat, you know how there's a video on like banned cards in Yu-Gi-Oh? You could probably do like a decently length video only on the Pokemon that were banned in Scarlet and Violet. Like, seriously. There's quite a number of them that have been banned. And the game's only been out for a year. Right, I need money. I have to go touch the spot. Touchy. Alright, I have 5k again. I must... I could be Ron. Does Ron run fast? I'll have to see. No, she's not fast. Okay, that's fine. Oh shit, just dropped my controller. Okay. Yeah. The history of bans and stuff is very interesting, I find. Just like why Pokemon get banned from their metagames is very interesting. And in Scarlet and Violet just has so many of them. Like, Chiampao is hilarious. Chiampao is referred to as Mega Weavile. And sure enough, that Pokemon ended up becoming very problematic. Chad, did you know Sucker Punch is a very good move? It was so good it got a base power reduction, and it's still really strong. Because like Chi-Yu, Chiampao's ability lowered its opponent's defense stat. It also had Stab Ice. It had Sucker, it was really fast, had Priority, like it was just really strong. Pretty sure it also ran Sword Stance. But there was a number of things it could do, and it proved to be very, very obnoxious. And the fun part is, there's a lot of times where Terra ends up becoming involved, because obviously Chiampao is very weak to fighting type moves. That is no secret. But what happens if Chiampao decides it doesn't want to be a Dark Ice type anymore? It can do that. That's what Terra does. And then your one answer for the Pokemon dies because it Terra'd and you picked the wrong move for the Terra and you just die and now you can't deal with it. So Terra is a very divisive mechanic for some. And these Pokemon often are the reason why. A good example of this is Regieleki. Regieleki is a Pokemon that is very good when you look at it, but its biggest weakness was that it could only really hit you with electric type moves, because Hidden Power didn't exist in the generation it came from. So this Pokemon was very good, but it was held back by the fact that you could just throw a ground type in front of it and it could not do anything. In Gen 9, it can Terra Ice and use Terra Blast to use ice attacks, so it runs electric and ice attacks. So you just get stuck. It's very, very fast, so it's always going to go first, and it often ran Substitute so it could scout other Terras to try and see if you were going to try and Terra to survive one of its options. You could wait, bait the EQ, and then just revenge kill, because, you know, you don't have to stay in there, and then they can't Terra again. And once you Terra Ice and you're Terra Blasting, no ground type can do anything to you. So that Pokemon got quick banned pretty fast, because that coverage combination was very ludicrous. Magearna got banned as well, for many reasons, but Terra, obviously, is always a factor. One of the earliest ones I can think of that got banned was Palafin. And we're just going to pretend that Palafin isn't slacking, like, tiered stats, and genuinely just a stupid Pokemon for no good reason. But one thing that Palafin was doing was it could use Bulk Up. and get really strong. But there was a Pokemon that shut it down pretty effectively, and that was Amoonguss. Because Amoonguss resisted pretty much every move it ran, and also ran Clear Smog, which means it would just any boosts that were accrued were just removed, because that's how Clear Smog works. It's haze as an attack. However, as it turns out, Amoonguss can't do anything to a Steel type. So what that means is that if Palafin teared into a Steel type, which was a good type for it to be even outside of Amoonguss, Amoonguss couldn't do anything anymore, because now it was immune to Clear Smog. It was now resistant Giga Drain, and you just couldn't stop it. It would just set up, and you couldn't remove its buffs. And then that Pokemon has 160 base attack for some fucking reason, so nothing would be able to take it if you switched. You just give it free boosts, and then you just lose. So that set got that Pokemon banned because, again, it was just simply too difficult to play around, and it was too easy to get in. Because the best Pokemon for shutting it down was completely destroyed by its Terra, and then you just lose the game because the Pokemon was already really good, and its best answer was immediately answered by just turning into a Steel type, which is unfortunate for it. Fluttermane's one that I'm interested in because I don't actually know what it was about Fluttermane that got it banned, but it got banned fast. I think it had to do with its stat spread and its move pool. Fairy Ghost is very, very good. I don't really know what it did specifically, though. Iron Bundle is one that was also banned for its move pool coverage. Combination of Freeze Dry and Hydro Pump was very good, and it could run Specs. It's amazing that one of the best Paradox Mons was fucking Delibird. But yeah, essentially the counterplay for Iron Bundle was hope that it misses Hydro Pump. And obviously, if you're praying for a 20% miss as a form of counterplay, it's probably something a little off about that Pokemon. The fuck? Oh, they all went in here. I was like, where'd they all go? I consumed all of them. Hold on, I'm coming. Oh. That's stinky. Hope you enjoy this tangent of competitive Pokemon bans, chat. I find it very intriguing. And I saw a lot of them get banned. Gliscor was recently banned. Ursaluna Blood Moon was banned. There's another one I'm forgetting. Oh shit, I'm stuck. So yeah, a lot of bans through OU. I don't really know about the lower tiers, but I don't really hear too much about those ones, because OU is like the standard metagame. That's the standard metagame that is played. Doggy. But normally what happens is Pokemon that drop to UU from OU tend to find themselves in UUBL because they're just way too good. And if you looked at UU recently, that shit looks like old generations OUs, which happened in Sun and Moon as well. But sometimes I forget that the tier I'm watching is actually UU because the Pokemon down there, like T-Tar and Heatran, and they had Garganacl down there as well. He got banned from OU, or UU, sorry. He dropped from OU and then he got banned in UU because that Pokemon could actually just come in and sit on whatever it wanted. Because Salt Cure is a very, very strong move. It's obviously a little more than Salt Cure, but Salt Cure is a very, very good move. Also, its ability is really stupid. It gives it immunity to status and a resistance to ghost. Bleeding Head's Garden. Now, this place sounds great, but I'm sure it's not gonna be. Also, I might have been here before. The name sounds familiar. Or sorry, not the name, but I remember an area. That certainly is something. Okay. Oh, whoops. I destroyed a flower. Now here's a funny one, chat. This is going back to Gen 5. I thought this one was very entertaining. So, as you know, in Gen 5, weather setting abilities were infinite because... So, a lot of Gen 9's competitive revolved around weather, which is very fun. And there were a lot of bans surrounding weather-based abilities and weather-abusing Pokemon. I can see nothing. So, one of the best Pokemon was Excadrill. Sandrush Excadrill was very, very good. So good, in fact, that it got I think it got banned. I think the way it was is that originally it got banned, but then the metagame without its presence was just terrible. So they let it come back, but you couldn't run it on sand teams anymore. So Excadrill was not allowed to be run on a sand team. Now, what happened is, while that sounds like a good idea, what happened was other weather teams would run Excadrill, because if their opponent was running sand, they would have an Excadrill that benefits. And Excadrill does really well against other sand teams because of its stab Earthquake, and a lot of the Pokemon that are better, like good in sand, are weak to Earthquake. So what happened was that if you were running sand as a weather, you were not allowed to use sand's best Pokemon. But if you were running rain or sun or no weather, you were allowed to run Sandrush Excadrill because you were not running sand yourself. So basically, you could be running rain, you could lose the weather war, and then still win because you have a sand abusing Pokemon in the back who's really good against sand. As a result, the ability as a whole was banned because Jesus Christ. So Gen 5 actually got quite a number of bans throughout its life. A big one it got was sleep moves were actually banned, because if you didn't know, in Generation 5, sleep turns are not carried over when you switch out. They reset. So effectively what that means is that if you were to go to sleep for 3 turns and you hit the sleep prompt, it uses a turn, you switch, you come back, you're on your second turn, right? That's how it works. What would happen in Gen 5 is that unless you woke up, you would always reset back to your base turn. So let's say, for example, you get hit by Spore and you're fast asleep, and the game decided you need 3 turns to wake up. That means if you switch out at any point, it is always going to take 3 turns to wake up, no matter what. Unless you wake up while you're out, or have a berry or some shit like that, you know? So effectively what that meant was that if you had a Pokemon put to sleep, which you would, because there were Spore Runners in that game, Breloom and Amoonguss. If you had a Pokemon that was put to sleep, it was essentially over for that Pokemon. It was now completely useless. You're now playing a 5v6. Because if you keep that sleeping Pokemon out, it gets set up on. So it's effectively just treated like you lost that Pokemon. Okay, I touched that thing, but I don't know what happened. Generation 5 also banned gemstones, which I believe they did that retroactively, like after Gen 5. But if you don't know what those are, chat, in Gen 5 they introduced these gems, which are basically a one-time 1.5 boost to a move. And they were really stupid, because that's an immediate power boost. That's a little crazy. Now, there are some Pokemon that really like that, specifically those with Acrobatics, because Acrobatics is a move with 55 base power. I touched it. It has 55 base power, and if the user is not holding an item, the power doubles. So what would happen was they'd run Flying Gem Acrobatics. Because how that worked is that the Flying Gem would be consumed for the power bonus, and then the move would be calculated, and the game would be like, oh, you're not holding an item. So you get the Flying Gem boost, you get the Acrobatics power double, and you're probably running it as a stab option. And there are some Pokemon that have Unburden. Well, I guess that's more Hawlucha, but he was Gen 6. Anyway, Unburden works well with gems because it gets rid of the held item and also gets a bonus for them. But gems were very strong. I don't really know the state of Gen 5's meta that made gems super like, holy shit, we gotta get rid of them after the fact. But it is interesting to note that in Generation 6, all the gemstones had their power nerfed from 1.5 increase to 1.3. There was a fairy gem made, and then every gem in the game except normal gem was scrapped. They are not legal items anymore. They were removed. So they were all nerfed, a new one was added, and then it was removed. Also, we're at the Monkey King, chat. I believe this is the mansion of the Monkey King. Yes! It is. It's time. Wait, where's everybody? Are we not visiting the Monkey King? Where do my friends go? Eh? Yeah, I think that's what it was. I think that was what it was. I seem to recall that in a False Swipe Gaming video. Where basically Z moves... There you are. Z moves showed people the power of like a one-time boosty. So they used gems like Z moves in Gen 5 and to pretty good success. Monkey. Gen 4 had a few like bands. I know Latias, Soldew obviously. Latias, Salamence. I think Garchomp was banned at some point as well. Aquatic Cafe. Why is this attached to the Monkey King? This is fine. Now what's funny, chat? You wanna know something crazy? Arena Trap. Like Shadow Tag and Arena Trap are abilities that are pretty much universally banned in every game except Gen 3 OU. You are allowed to run Arena Trap in Gen 3. It is legal. And apparently, from what I understand, this is the Monkey King, by the way. He ain't looking so hot. But it's okay. Apparently, Doug Trio is very important for dealing with Blissey in that meta. That's not the Monkey King. Who is that? That's kind of crazy to think about, though. Also, there's an infinite battle issue in Generation 3. So Shadow Tag in Gen 3... Oh, everybody's panicking. Shadow Tag in Gen 3 belongs to one Pokemon, and that is Wobbuffet. And you cannot switch out of Shadow Tag in Gen 3. You just can't. It's not allowed. I don't know why. But the only Pokemon that has it is Wobbuffet. So if you both have a Wobbuffet, and you switch into Wobbuffet, neither of you can switch out. So you will run all your PP, and then you will start struggling. Now here's the issue. In that game, struggle recoil is based on damage done. Which means if both Wobbuffets are holding leftovers, and you struggle, you are never going to do enough damage with struggle to offset leftovers healing, and you will never end the battle. The whole point of struggle was to end the battle in the event of PP stalling. That's why in Gen 4 onwards, they made struggle do a percentage of your max HP rather than the damage you do. And Wobbuffet is definitely to blame for that. So yeah, Wobbuffet can make a game just genuinely unplayable. Granted, Wobbuffet's a pretty shit Pokemon, and it only exists for one stupid gimmick, so the odds of this actually happening were pretty low, but it's the fact that it can happen in the first place. So I'm pretty sure that means Wobbuffet and Wynot are banned from the game. They're banned. I don't know if they're banned from Ubers. I actually don't know. Because I don't... Maybe Shadow Tag itself is just banned as a result, but it only belongs to one Pokemon, so it's like, if you can't... You just better just ban Wobbuffet, right? Because saying you ban Shadow Tag only bans two Pokemon, right? This is disgusting. I don't know what that is. Gen 1 doesn't have enough Pokemon to ban. Just ban the item. Yeah, if they just ban leftovers on it, that would make sense. That'd be the easiest way to do it. See, sometimes Smogon does this thing called complex bans, and I don't know why they're called complex bans, but I assume it's because it's too complicated for Smogon to figure it out. Now, I'm being a shitter, but the main issue I take with this is basically what a complex ban is Garchomp. So, Garchomp is a very, very prominent Pokemon in Generation 4, and he's still a very solid Pokemon in every generation after. However, Garchomp's only legal ability in the game was Sand Veil, which is an evasion boosting ability in sand. And obviously, people don't want that. So, Garchomp, when he got his hidden ability in Gen 5, Rough Scales, that became, like, this is the ability you have to run. Like, you can use Garchomp, but you cannot use Sand Veil. That was what they did. And then Gen 6 rolled around, and they made Blaziken. And they gave Blaziken Speed Boost. And Blaziken as a whole was banned. They didn't ban Speed Boost on Blaziken, they banned Blaziken the Pokemon. Why? That makes no sense. They let Garchomp be a Pokemon as long as you only ran its hidden ability. That's a sea monkey. But they did not let you run... They did not let you play with Blaziken regardless of if it had its hidden ability or not. Which makes no sense. And surprise, chat, it's not a very good Uber. There's more monkey fellas. So that's something that irritates me about Smogon sometimes. Is there's just simply no reason. Blaziken's not banned anymore. But at the same time, it's like the fact that they banned Blaziken as a whole, despite it Blaze version being perfectly fine, is confusing to me. Because they made an exception for Garchomp, but they just refused to make an exception for Blaziken. And I just don't know why. I am the new Monkey King. Bow before me. Okay. Later. Oh shit, chat! The evolutionary process. No, go back. I wish to return to monkey. I'm monkey. I am monkey. Yes. Now this is how it always should have been. What? Don't do it. Do not spank the monkey. Can't do that on stream. Oh, jeez. Well, shit, that was a trip. Your monkeys look heavy. Wait, where did everybody go? Oh, the door doesn't open anymore. There you are. Oh, I'm the only one who lost my dog costume. What? Where are they? Okay, there we go. Where's the real dog? Where's the real dog? Where'd he go? He's gone. He's gone. Where'd he go? Well, where did we go? Where do we go? It's I only really got like one more area in me. Like I'm ready to wrap it up. I'm tired. It's been an hour and a half. I've been talking about Pokemon bands for the last like 20 minutes. I hope you at least find it interesting because I do. That's why I can keep talking about it. I don't play competitive Pokemon, but I think it's very neat to watch. This music is terrible, by the way. Can we get out of this place? Where else do we go? Is there even anything else in here? Nah, no way it's been more than 20 minutes. Come on now. I entertain myself. Sometimes I gotta remember that, like, you know, back in the day when people only did, like, playthroughs on YouTube, all they could do was talk to themselves, you know? And just have a conversation with themselves and hope that somebody in the comments would be like, whoa, fascinating. I've ended back up in the basement again. Wait, I don't even remember this place. Yeah, no, I do. Where are we going? I wonder how that feels. I mean, Christian did it for a while before he started streaming. But he used to do, you know, like, record stuff. And you just kind of talk to yourself for a couple hours. And it's like, geez. It's weird, because, like, you don't get feedback on what it is you're talking about at all. You know? But with a Twitch chat, it's like, you do get feedback. But sometimes you can just go on for so long that, like, people are just content with just sitting there and listening to whatever the fuck you're talking about. It's neat. Also, immediate feedback on conversation from Twitch is something I like a lot about live stream aspect. Not all the time, of course, but because, like, if I say something like, chat, what's your favorite? What's your favorite? You know, and you'll give me your favorite. I will have this information within a matter of seconds. But if I say something like that in a YouTube video, I may never see that shit, you know? Granted, that's how you get engagement. People are gonna comment, they're gonna talk to you. But it's like, by the point in time that I get that information, I've already forgotten what the fuck I even asked, so I have no idea why you're typing those comments. Now, maybe that's just me being fish-brained, but I find that happens sometimes. If you don't, like, provide context to what I'm saying, and you just answer me, I'll be like, what? What are you talking about, dude? Happens a lot. Favorite what? I don't know, dude. What is your favorite? Okay, chat, here's a question. What is your favorite shadow puppet? Where are we going? Do you even know where we're going? Like, all we've done so far is backtrack. I like the bird shadow puppet. That one's cool. Alright, I'm following you now. Take me somewhere neat. How complex can you make a shadow puppet? Also, chat, have you ever, like, made a shadow puppet before? It's very interesting, because, like, it's your shadow, right? And your shadow projected should just be, like, flat. But at the same time, if you angle your hand, you can kind of, like, perceive the 3D shape of your shadow. It's very strange to me. But, like, this is kind of a thing with art as well, where obviously I'm drawing on a 2D image, right? But you do a lot of perspective tricks to create a sense of 3D space. And sometimes you don't even really understand that you're looking at something in 3D until something in the image is, like, tells you it. Like, I think I can go in here, right? So, like, for example, chat, if you draw a head that faces forward, it's facing forward. But if you draw a head that's tilting to the side, you're still drawing a head in a 2D space, right? But you're angling it in a way that when somebody's looking at it, they can perceive it as 3D. So obviously the left side of the head is smaller and the right side of the head is larger, to give the idea that it's farther away from the camera / closer to the camera, and there's the angle, and there's all kinds of little nuances to that that's a pain in the fucking ass, if I'm being honest with you. So that's, yeah. The red sign is the one that lets, okay. What? How did he get here? How does he do that, man? I didn't even know where we were going. How the fuck did he get here first? That only cost 9. Bro, what? It cost 9 and it cost 100? I just drank a 1-Up juice. Alright. It's honestly pretty fascinating because you don't even really notice it. Okay. You don't even really notice it until, like, there's something on the image that spells it out for you. Also, chat, there's a lot of mistakes. Now, right now, I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning how to apply things accurately, but when I look at references, it has become a very common occurrence that somewhere along the way, we look at the image and we're like, oh, look at that. That's not right. That looks wrong. That doesn't make sense. But these images that we're looking at look really good. But then when you, like, look too long at them, you start to see things about them that are like, that does not work. That doesn't make sense. So it really kind of brings home the idea that, you know, there's a lot of things you can get away with. But you can't really get away with them until you understand how they work. So that's kind of where I am, where everything has to work properly. I'm not allowed to make shortcuts, and it's... Oh, it's painful. But it's annoying because when I use it as a reference for, like, practice, it's like, hey, Ferdy, I tried to draw it, but like this part looked kind of weird, so I didn't really get it. And then I show him, and he's like, oh, that's not right. And I was like, oh, okay, good, great, fantastic, I like that. It wasn't right. Oh. Okay, well that's weird. That has happened almost every time. I'm like, hey, Ferdy, this looks kind of weird. Is this right? And I show him the reference, and I zoom in on it, and he's like, oh, no, it's not. But, like, he doesn't immediately notice it himself. He only notices it because I, like, zoom in on it, and I'm like, look at this. It's weird. He's like, oh, yeah, it is. But it's weird to me because it's like I'm trying to follow the reference. It's like, this is what this looks like, but it feels off to me, so it's hard to, like, do it. And anytime I do that, and it's like, oh yeah, it's because that's not actually how it's supposed to, like, it doesn't work. It's like impossible anatomy kind of deal. I feel a little vindicated, but also it's like, god damn it. I was sitting there stressing over that for the whole time. It's like, oh yeah, it's impossible anatomy. Of course, you could draw a picture where I put my arm behind my back, like, in an angle that's impossible. There's nothing stopping me from doing that. But the problem with that, chat, is that it's hard to draw an image that can be taken seriously when you're drawing, like, Mangle for everything. You know what I mean? If you're gonna draw an image and make it look cool, you gotta be careful with stuff like that. Unless you're into body horror, I guess. In which case, go for it. Contort those limbs, man. I want to see broken bones and twisty skin. Well, actually, I don't want to see this at all. We don't want to see this at all. That's a good way to look at it. If you did it right the first time, you wouldn't learn as much. It's a very good way to look at it. Unfortunately, it's not funny, bitch. It's unfucking believably frustrating to do the same thing over and over and over again and constantly fail over and over and over and over again. God, it sucks. Why are you here? Thanks. That's nice. I got a badge for that. You gotta keep doing it to learn how to do it. I know that. I understand that. But I'm just saying that when you do something over and over and over again and it doesn't feel like you're making progress, it makes you want to tear your hair out and stab the pen through your tablet and then never draw again. And, well, yeah, that's, when you get to that point, chat, it's when you take a break. Because I've had those points a few times, and that's when I stop, and then I come back and I try again. Container forest. What are we doing in here? Oh. We got shipped. He's dead. It also can kind of blow when you spend weeks doing something and then you do it and then it's like, oh, actually you were doing it wrong the whole time, and it's like, what? And you try to do it right and it doesn't work and you're like, why am I, like, what was even the point of any of this? This man be eating. He's just eating trees. Ooh, the frame rate hates that. Good. But like I said, it's just, this is just something that happens, and you just, you know, just sleep it off, come back again, take a break, try again another day. It's not like I'm the only person in the world who's ever been frustrated because they couldn't draw something they wanted to draw. I'm not special. Everybody who wants to draw has to go through this pain at some point, and it's sucky, but it's all about how you bounce back from it. I killed him. Just gotta bounce back. Take a break. Come back to it later. You know? Try again. Keep practicing. And eventually something will give. Surely. Maybe. Possibly. That's my motivational speech for the day. Keep trying, because even though you'll never succeed, you will eventually succeed. Surely, right? It's like that picture, chat. You know that picture of the cat that they're interviewing him? It's like, how long have you been playing this game for? It's like, oh, years. It's like, oh, so you must be very good. And then the cat becomes very sad. The cat become very sad. But there's an important lesson. Important thing to keep in mind, chat. If you never try, you'll never succeed. Also, something I think a lot of people don't like and don't want to acknowledge is that when you start, you're gonna suck, and you're gonna suck for a long time. Holy Jesus Christ, you're gonna suck. Jesus, man, I don't want to look at your art. It's so bad. What are you doing? This is the problem. This is the problem. It sucks to start because everything you make is gnarly. But it just has to be that way. It's the same thing with the gym. I think a lot of people give up on the gym early because they don't see immediate results. They don't like the long burn. They feel like nothing's happening because they don't see it immediately. And they wonder why they're bothering, and then they just stop because it feels better in a way to stop. But you can't stop. You can't. It's illegal. I'm forbidden. Oh, we got a private hot tub. Not bad. Scarlet Corridors. Cool place. I am still working out, chat. It has been months. And if you were to look at me, I don't think you'd see much of a difference. But it has been months, and I'm still doing it. I have not given up. I refuse to give up. It's the same shit with the pen. Every time I get frustrated with it, I just think about how I want to use that frustration to try again and figure it out. Now granted, that's all sounds well and good, but more often than not, the frustration is very, very bad. But I don't plan on giving up. I don't plan on stopping. It's not gonna happen until I get what I want out of it. I have a very clear thing I want out of it, and I'm going to get it. Or die trying. Just tired of not doing, you know, chat? That's kind of what it is. Just tired of not doing. Tired of being a consumer only. I want to be a producer of content to be consumed. That's all. I want to draw a picture of Jun that makes people go awooga. Holy shit, look at that Jun. Because then I'll feel, you know, feel like I've done something for the character in that moment in time. Because right now, if I say the word Jun, people are just like, oh Jesus, here he goes again. But if I drew a picture of Jun, then some opinions will change, you know? Opinions change. If you draw good art of a character, it makes people kind of like the character more, you know what I mean? But if some asshole just talks about a character, then, you know, it's not as effective. Is that how it works? Is that not how it works? Nah, you right. See? You knew. You knew deep down. You knew immediately. You were looking for a fight, but you knew you couldn't argue it because it was true. Do you know how many times people have, like, came to like characters, even discover characters because of a beautiful piece of art? That happens for a lot of characters. There's definitely especially with Toho, because you know how Toho official art looks, right? Toho official art is endearing for sure, but for
For a lot of people, I think it's they see a particular piece of fan art for a character and they're like, wow, I did not realize that character could look that good. And so, you know, they end up liking the character more because now they have a mental image of them that's, like, very hard to, like, beat, you know? What the fuck was that? Good channel. The credits. Is it a piece of wood? Three. Okay. I'm playing Freddy. I'm playing Freddy! Can take you somewhere? Well, I'll just keep touching it then, because everybody's at this TV. I assume this is what we're doing. I wish I could give you an example, chat, of an image I've seen that, like, really improved my opinion of a character. Wait, did dog just leave? I think he just left. But there's obviously a lot of art of characters that I already like that is just, you know, when I see the art, it's like, whoa. How do you think the Hina dev feels? How do you think Mizusoba feels? He draws Hina all the goddamn time. And Jun, of course, but Hina's his favorite character, and then he draws Hina art, and then people are like, whoa, I like your Hina, and then, you know, they like Hina more because the way he draws Hina, and then the games and whatnot. So just drawing the character goes a long way. Because if you show... Really, I think what it is, chat, is that passion is infectious, and passion is interesting, you know? It's attractive. Seeing someone's passion towards a character in the form of, like, fan art can make you appreciate, like, the effort they put in and come to appreciate the character more. And it makes you kind of wonder, what is it about this character that they like so much that they feel this way towards them? And if it gets you curious, then you want to check it out. That's what I think, anyway. I touched the lamp and it turned red. Now it's dark. Now it's green. Ow. Now I got flashbanged. Okay. Thought Sanyo looked entirely different until I saw her in Lotus Eaters. I don't even know what she looks like in that. She's so cute in it, I thought she was a mom type before that. Well, she's only really considered a mom type because she's a Yamamba. And a Yamamba is a mountain hag, so that's kind of like... she's like a subspecies of that. What color do we need it? Red? Blue? Green? She's a subspecies of that, and they're called mountain hags, so they're, you know, mountain hag is in the name, old lady. Also, she's, you know, her design is reminiscent of, like, a courtesan, which is an old-timey thing. She smokes from a pipe, old-timey, you know, there's a lot of things about her that scream mature. I don't know what she looks like in Lotus Eaters, mind you, but when I saw her and I saw that she smokes, I immediately thought, this is not a character I like. He keeps staring at the lamp, but I don't know what I'm supposed to make time. I don't know what I'm doing. Must find something. Now it's green. Okay. He went inside that house. Okay. The music changes in one of them. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, the darkness. I still can't
can't go in that house. I don't know if this is the right one, because that house isn't open. Brother. I'm trying to put it back to that one with the people everywhere. Okay, it's back. The TV doesn't turn on in the dark. Okay. Turns on the light. I don't really know what to do here because it's hard for them to communicate what exactly I'm supposed to be doing. Because the lamp has multiple forms and I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. This TV is stupid. And now it's red. The TV is off. I guess I just try the TV in all the different worlds. Getting tired though. I'm getting tired. There we go. Chad, if there's any character in the entire series who just doesn't get treated as like cute. Turn the world white and wait at the credit scene. Okay, thank you. I will do that. Okay. This is like, I don't think I've ever seen anyone try to portray Aiden as cute. Well, actually, that's not true. The guy who made Yugi's home run dirty definitely did. But of the characters who are hard to really immediately consider cute, I think Yukari gets the worst luck of it. Okay. Because Yukari, anytime I've seen Yukari get portrayed as cute, it's almost always followed by, like, vitriol. You know? Like, bleh, at the idea of her being cute. Like, that the Mirai Someng video where she does the dance, and it's like, it's actually really cute. But then, like, you know, Ron sees it, and it's like, that. Wait, which one am I? Oh. Wait, I can't get out. There's a hole in the wall. Let me out. Bro, what? Yeah, I don't like that, because, I mean, the animation's very good, but it's like, she's being cute, but then it's like, Ron's reaction to it is like, ugh. But, like, you know, so Yukari, whenever Yukari tries to be like that, she always gets treated, it's always, like, responded to like that, which kind of stinks. But she's the only one I can think of those, like, older characters who really tries
or is portrayed as trying to look cute. Where the other ones like Eden and Kaneko, I don't think they ever really try that. They just, you know, they just are what they are. Let me out of here. Oh, I escaped. Okay. Now what? Now what? Now what? Now what? Where did the dog go? I was hoping that we'd find an ending spot soon, because I woke up. Okay, then that's a good spot to stop then, because I'm tired. We'll stop here. Doom. That was scary. Alright, chat, let's look at the hall. Let's look at the hall. We got Shadow Lady. I went invisible and she couldn't see me anymore. Nothing here on this page. We got the child and the spider lily. Yo, we got Suika game. It's not a, don't worry about me. Constellation World. It's a melon, I know. It's a jellyfish, it's got an angle. It's good. Constellation World again, it's really good. Oh, that's neat. I like that one a lot. Wow. Yeah, that one's really good. I still don't really understand what that was. Wait, that's the Monkey King. That's the guy in the chair, but then the one in the toucan room is like the same species, but he's huge. Why is he the Monkey King? It's the Starfield one. Chat, that one on the top right looks like a Lisa character. 100%. Looks like it could be in Lisa. Got this. It's the guy eating trees. I'm gonna put the cake on my head. And the lamp. I'm offering. Here. He's just eating trees, dude. That's good. That's good. I like that one. It's so simple, but it's so effective. Gooby. Ooh, that's good. The TV channels and all that. I like that one a lot. Stellar feeling. It's cute. It's the garden in the star area. Wow. Chat, that looks 3D. Is that 3D? That looks like a 3D model. Like this whole thing looks 3D to me. This one on 9? Okay, I'll go back to it. It looks 3D, yeah. I mean, they made a model for it, so that's crazy. It's really good. Yeah, there's a depth to it that you can kind of pick out, even though it's bit crushed. It's oh, that's really good though. There it is. Orbs. That shit is bright.
Alright, chat. More progress has been made. Well done to me. Alright, I also got menu themes, right? So I have this one that's green. I have this one that's not green. I have this one that looks silly. I like the space one I have. Alright, and of course... Puzzle. Puzzle. Does streamer remember how to puzzle? That was actually in the right spot. Okay. Just one, dude. Just one. Okay. We'll take it. Alright, chat. Oh, that was good progress. I really need to go use the bathroom, though. This is not good. Oh, jeez Louise. Yeah, quit the game. Quit the game. Oh, there you go, chat. You know what? We saw some cool things. I talked about Pokemon bans for a while. Pardon me. That's an accident. My OBS crashed. All kinds of fun things happened. As per usual. So, I'm going to disappear now because I need to go to the bathroom. Well, let me make the save first. Manage save data. Download save file. Okay, I have the save file downloaded on a backup now. Alright, chat. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed Tukey. We're getting closer to the end, but there's still so many wallpapers left. We'll see how it goes.